Welcome back to Ask the Lawyer. I'm your host, Brenda Teal. Answering your questions about nursing home abuse today is Curtis Clinesmith with the Clinesmith firm. Just call the number that you see in your screen, 888-816-2521, or email your question to curtis@clinesmithfirm.com. Remember, even after we are off the air, the phone lines are still open. Again, the number is 888-816-2521. If you're not able to get through right away, please keep trying. We do have Patricia from Kaufman with a question. Go ahead, Patricia.
Yes, I'd like to know what to do when your mom has been dehydrated on a couple of occasions, and in the evenings when I go to her evening meal, they don't want her to have liquids because she may wet herself before she goes to bed. They say that that is not the complete reason that they don't give her liquids, but that's the only reason they give me.
Thank you for your call, Patricia.
That's a very clear case of abuse. We would have to get the records to see exactly what the underlying causes are. But if they're withholding food, I mean, if they're not hydrating a person properly, that's a classic case of abuse. And if you'll call our firm, we'll certainly look at that.
All right. We have an email question now. This one from John in Waxahachie. He says, I've seen stories about abuse of patients in care centers. Don't these people screen their employees beforehand? And, in fact, when you said that sometimes there's a criminal background to these folks who are working in these nursing homes, my jaw dropped.
Well, federal law says that they should screen and that they have a duty to screen. Unfortunately, what we see in Texas especially is those screenings do not take place. And when they do not, and someone that shouldn't be working there is taking care of our loved ones, then that's abuse.
What's the statute of limitations on a case
It's
like this?
basically, there are 2 or 3 factors that we look on that, but basically 2 years. Like I said, there are things that go into that, but you're basically looking from 2 years from the date of the incident.
From the date of the incident. So you take your loved one out of the nursing home because you suspected abuse, and you've got 2 years from that point to file a lawsuit.
That's correct, Brenda.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Very good. Well, thank you so much for your time today, Curtis, in answering these calls. I know that there are a lot of people who have been dealing with this issue, unfortunately. And like we said, it's not on the decline.
Well, thank you for having me today. And again, call our law firm if you suspect anything. I can't promise you that we will take your case, but we'll certainly look at it. And it's been a pleasure being here. And
good. For the people who are still not sure about what to look for, but they do have some mild concern about their loved one who's being cared for in a nursing home, give them some things to look for.
First of all, listen to your loved one. If they have a complaint, it's probably valid. Number 2, look for bed sores. If you have any sort of bed sore, that's a condition. If they've had falls, if they've been falling, even if they haven't broken bones, if they've been falling, that's a condition. Sexual abuse, of course. Dehydration, malnutrition, anything that you think is out of the ordinary, we will certainly look at, because there's a probability, unfortunately, that there's nursing home abuse.
And anywhere in the state of Texas you can file a suit on?
That's correct. We cover the entire state of Texas. We actually have states that border us that we work in as well.
All right, very good. Thank you again for your time and for helping us out. And many, again, concerned about their loved ones.
Thank you very much.
Getting the proper care. All right, the phone lines are still open, 888-816-2521. Please call if you aren't able to get through right away. Please keep calling. Someone will pick up that phone, 888-816-2521. Or email your question to curtis@clinesmithfirm.com. We thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Have a great day.
This program is sponsored by the Clinesmith Firm and features legal questions from viewers. Nothing in the program establishes attorney-client privileges.